It's wild how some planes today can squeeze more miles out of a single gallon than cars stuck in eco mode. These rankings break down the most efficient four-seaters of 2025 using real pilot numbers, not brochure promises, so you know what truly delivers. 1. Tecnam P2010 TDI. This aircraft doesn't just take the top spot, it owns it. The Tecnam P2010 TDI is the kind of machine that makes you stare at the fuel flow and shake your head like, how is it doing that? At 65% power up at flight level 100, it cruises at a clean 136 knots while sipping just 5.5 gallons an hour. That's roughly 25 nautical miles per gallon. Numbers you'd expect from an ultralight, not a real four-seat traveler. Push it to 75%, and it still holds its composure, hitting 141 knots on 6.2 gallons. The secret weapon is that turbo diesel torque curve that refuses to fade at altitude, delivering this same tight efficiency mile after mile. What really seals its #1 ranking is the math. With 63 usable gallons, the thing stretches out to about 850 nautical miles with IFR reserves. Jet A, being around 27% cheaper than Avgas in Europe, is just icing on the cake, dropping dock to nearly $12 an hour, or about 70 cents per nautical mile. Sure, the gearbox and that approximately 1,350-hour TBR nudge maintenance considerations into the conversation, but the overall economy still crushes everything in its class. 2. Grumman DR401 CDI. Grumman DR401 CDI feels like someone took aviation's old world charm and quietly slipped a turbo diesel heart inside it. That classic wood composite construction gives it this warm, almost handcrafted aura. But in the air, it behaves like a modern efficiency machine. At 65% power up at flight level 90, it clips along at 125 knots on just 5.8 gallons an hour, around 22 nautical miles per gallon. Climb the power up to 75%, and the numbers still look clean. 135 knots on 6.4 gallons, hovering around 21 nmpg. A useful load of 870 pounds and about 500 seat nmpg make it one of the most quietly efficient four-seaters you can buy today. 3. Diamond DA40 NG. The DA40 NG takes the already loved DA40 and supercharges it with the AE300/AE330 diesel engines, turning an efficient airframe into something seriously impressive. At 65% power and 10,000 feet, it punches out 150 knots while burning just 6 gallons an hour. That's 23 to 24 nautical miles per gallon. Speed and economy finally working in harmony instead of fighting each other. With 39 usable gallons, endurance sits around 6 hours and 45 minutes, giving you close to 850 nautical miles on a good day. It might not have the biggest tanks, but it squeezes every drop for all it's worth. The dock settles around $18 an hour, about 75 cents per mile, and the gearbox paired with a 1900-hour TBR keeps long-term numbers reasonable. 4. Cessna 172 Diesel JTA/CD 155. Cessna 172. Diesel might sound unlikely as a top-efficient four-seater in 2025, but the numbers speak for themselves. At 65% power and 8,500 feet, it cruises 125 knots on just 5 gallons per hour, around 25 nmpg. With 53 usable gallons, the range stretches close to 1,000 nautical miles. Even at 75% power, fuel burn only rises to 6 gallons per hour, about 22 nmpg. Operating costs sit near $90 per hour, and the 835-pound useful load allows 4 adults with smart fuel planning. Upgrading this classic proves efficiency can come from innovation, not just new designs. 5. Piper Archer DX. Piper Archer DX might look familiar. It's the Archer we all know. But this Jet A variant flips the script on efficiency. At 65% power up at 7,500 feet, it cruises at 128 knots on just 5.8 gallons per hour, delivering around 22 nautical miles per gallon. Drop the speed a little, and you can squeeze out 24 nmpg, still staying under 7 gallons per hour. Operating costs hover around $100 an hour, or roughly 75 cents per nautical mile. For pilots who want familiar handling without sacrificing efficiency, the Archer DX quietly proves it can do both, and do it without drama. 6. Mooney M20J 201.
Hey there everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Mike, Mooney 201 here to show you what a real Mooney 201 is really like and tell you some facts about it.
The Mooney M20J 201 isn't here to sip fuel quietly. It's here to fly fast while still being surprisingly efficient. At 9,000 feet, lean of peak, it zips along at 165 knots on 9 to 12 gallons per hour, giving about 18 nautical miles per gallon. Its specific fuel consumption is around 0.42 pounds per horsepower per hour when leaned, showing why it can maintain speed without guzzling. With 64 gallons on board, the practical range with IFR reserves reaches roughly 950 nautical miles. Operating costs are about $120 per hour, roughly 80 cents per mile. But you're getting one of the fastest single-engine piston four-seaters out there. 7. Pipistrel Panthera.
Fuel pump on, it's ready for takeoff. Yeah.
The Pipistrel Panthera is the kind of plane that makes you raise your eyebrows. At 67% power up at 13,000 feet, it hits 190 knots while burning just 10 gallons an hour, about 19 nautical miles per gallon. Lean of peak, it drops below 10 gallons while holding roughly 180 knots. This combination of speed and economy is rare, and it makes the Panthera feel like a turbine in a piston package. With 50 gallons usable, the practical range with IFR reserves reaches around 900 nautical miles. High speed keeps cost per mile low, even with a dock of roughly $135 per hour, translating to about 72 cents per nautical mile. Useful load averages 1,000 pounds, but full fuel eats up 300 pounds, so partial tanks are typical for carrying 4 adults comfortably. The Panthera blends sleek modern aerodynamics with real-world efficiency. Proof that fast doesn't always mean thirsty. 8. Van's RV10. The The van's RV10 isn't just any home built. It's become the gold standard for experimental four-seaters. At 65% power and 10,000 feet, it cruises at 175 knots while sipping 11 gallons an hour, giving roughly 17 nautical miles per gallon. Lean of peak, the burn drops to 9.5 gallons while still holding 160 knots, a testament to its efficient airframe and careful engine management. With 60 gallons usable, the range stretches to about 950 nautical miles, and the operating cost is a steal for this speed, around $90 an hour or just 60 cents per nautical mile. The RV10 proves experimental doesn't mean impractical. It's fast, efficient, and real-world capable, blending performance and economics better than most certified peers. 9. Grumman AA5B Tiger. The Grumman AA5B Tiger is pure simplicity and efficiency. At 65% power and 8,000 feet, it cruises at 140 knots on 8.5 gallons an hour, around 17 nmpg. Ease back to 55% power, and it still manages 125 knots on just 7 gallons. Its 52-gallon tanks take it roughly 780 nautical miles with reserves, enough to surprise anyone expecting slow fixed-gear performance. 10. Diamond DA40 Avgas version.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit.
The original DA40, with its composite construction, remains a marvel of efficiency. At 65% power and 8,000 feet, it cruises at 140 knots on 8.5 gallons per hour, about 16 nmpg. Lean of peak, fuel drops to 7.8 gallons with a minor 6-knot speed penalty, pushing economy to roughly 17 nmpg. With 50 gallons usable, the practical range comes to around 780 nautical miles. Operating costs average $100 per hour, about 72 cents per nautical mile, and the composite airframe keeps corrosion and long-term maintenance worries low. Useful load sits near 890 pounds, enough for 4 light adults or 3 with full fuel. Seat nmpg averages roughly 390, which still makes it a strong choice for balanced touring. The DA40 proves that thoughtful design and lightweight construction can hold up even against modern diesel and experimental competitors. From turbo diesels to sleek composites, these 10 aircraft show just how far four-seaters have come. In 2025, pilots can enjoy remarkable speed, range, and economy without compromise. So, what's your pick? Drop a comment, and if you loved this rundown, hit like and subscribe. There's plenty more coming your way.